Well, hi there and welcome to the Pedal Guy. Today what we're going to do is take you through 3 of the deep trip pedals, the Kryptone, the Bog, and the Hellbender. And we're going to do it in a very abbreviated fashion because this is mainly used for the purpose of being a vlog rather than a full-on tutorial or funky find or something like that, because I just want to give you a quick demonstration of the tonal characteristics between these 3 pedals, because while they may have very similar controls, they have a very different tone between them. So what I've done is I've set them all up with essentially the same settings on each pedal, and I also have a wah, so we can do a little wah work. So you can see how these work. Now the good thing about the deep trip pedals is that you can put these before or after a wah. You can literally put them anywhere on the chain if you want to. That's the way that they kind of designed them. And these are based on classic fuzz tones of the 60s and 70s. For example, the Kryptone is the Vox Tone Bender Mark I. The Hellbender is based on the Tone Bender Mark II. And then the Bog stands for Band of Gypsies, and this is based more on a fuzz face. But where these pedals differ is under the hood, because they're using silicon rather than germanium. So the reliability goes up. I think the quality of the sound is stupendous. I mean, I've used a lot of germanium-based stuff too, and that sounds good too. But these really do hold their own. The Hellbender has actually won a few awards. I think it was a guitar player's editor's pick and whatnot. So we have a couple of common controls here just to cover really quick. So the volume and the fuzz pretty much self-explanatory. Each one of these has a bias knob on it. So with the bias knob, you can create like the battery that's the low-powered battery if you want to, a dying battery, and get a sputter sound, or you can get the nominal sound at the 12 o'clock position, or turn it up and then you're going to get a much more focused sound. You also have highs and lows, so you can smooth it out, or you can increase the brightness. You can tighten up the low end, or you can thicken it up. But again, I'm just going to keep these at the nominal level so that you can hear the difference. So let's turn up the guitar. There we go. All right, so let's just play an E chord with the Kryptone. All right, so remember that tone. Now we're going to go to the Bog. All right, so you can hear already there's a pretty big difference in the tone, because a tone bender and a fuzz face, they're not the same thing. And now let's go to the Hellbender. I swear every time I turn that thing on, it's very appropriately named, because it sounds like the fuzz from hell. So let's put a little wah through each one of them so you can hear, or let's just play a couple of riffs actually really quick first. So. All right, so very, very different characteristics. Just to give you kind of an idea of what the bias knob does. You can hear that lo-fi sound. All right, so if we do that same setting to the Bog, you get a much different sound, a much more rounded sound, if you will, a lot more low end. And if we go to the Kryptone, I actually prefer the Kryptone for that kind of usage because it's got a very harsh-ish sound. But what you can also do, and this is maybe one thing that people haven't thought of using these yet, is that you can actually get a really cool jazzy, overdriven sound with it by turning the bias back up. Maybe turn that fuzz down. Maybe turn the bias down just a little bit, and then rolling off the high ends. But there's a lot of different things that there's a lot of different ways you can use these. I mean, fuzzes are essentially endless in their creative possibilities. Let's do a couple of extra settings here. Turn that bias up, let's turn the fuzz at about 1 o'clock. Let's do the same over here. Okay, and this time what we'll do is we'll turn on the wah. All right, so there's a Kryptone. All right, there's the bog, and then the Hellbender. All right, so I think you're getting the point here. Well, Deep Trip makes a lot of great tones with all three of these pedals. Each one of them has a different sound. And of course, there's also the Muffasaur, which is another one of their fuzz pedals, which I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say it's probably based off of a Big Muff sort of idea. And they have a Stormy Monday, and that Stormy Monday is more of a blues overdrive pedal. But the Hellbender, the Bog, and the Kryptone, we brought these in, and they have just been flying off the shelves. These two in particular are completely gone now. We don't even have any of these, and we won't get any more until October. However, I'm really excited about it. It's very promising. We saw them at NAMM. We thought they were really cool. We started a great relationship with the team there at Deep Trip, and we're really excited to be a part of the family. So for more information on these pedals, please visit us at ThePedalGuy.com. And also, please be sure to follow us on Facebook, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day.